there, and welcome back to the History of Fleetwood Mac. I'm Anita. Today we are going to get into episode 2 of volume 15 of my Fleetwood Mac and Stevie scrapbooks, and we're continuing with the dance. And if you saw my last video, you noticed that I don't have a lot of photos from the dance. I have a lot of, there we go. I have a lot of newspaper articles and such. So unfortunately, probably another short video. Maybe I should have wiped these out in one video, but I think I have this one and one more to go. But the next one I have a little story, so I promise not to talk too much, but it is pretty funny. So we're going to start out with this really nice article. This was really centering around Stevie's mother here. A great shot. You saw some of the outtakes that I have of this from Stevie's wedding to Kim Anderson, who I just believe, if you're seeing this, today's the 5th or the 6th, something like that. And I think he passed away like a week or two ago. I don't know if I brought that up in another video. I think I did. But yeah, that's what these are from, is that wedding. This article was just, focusing on Stevie from Barbara's point of view, and just, her girl, 49, Fleetwood Mac Stevie, age 49, still Barbara's little girl, as it would be. And this is again from the Arizona Republic. And the Arizona Republic, all Arizona papers really liked doing spreads on Fleetwood Mac and Stevie, what with Stevie's dad's with Compton Terrace and just, what they did for the community and stuff like that. So a very nice article to have, again, from the Arizona Republic from October 21st, 1997. This is the remainder of the article here. There was a lot of like little pieces and stuff like this. This is from a really weird magazine called Web Magazine. Web Magazine, guys. Let's just go back in the Wayback Machine, when we had magazines that pertained to the internet. Just think about that for you youngins out there. I mean, okay, maybe you're not with me. I don't know. It's funny. It's weird. Yeah, because Fleetwood Mac was on the web, on the interwebs a lot and stuff like that. So the magazines had to tell you, and the magazine also told you didn't tell you what a site to go to. But it talked about Mick Fleetwood promoting Hots Play. I don't remember that. A downloadable utility that turns any PC into a versatile musical instrument. Web surfers can download a free version. This is the excerpt from Courtney Love interviewing Stevie for Spin Magazine. I'm pretty sure. This was a little... Nope, that's it. Such as that. This is the extra keychain that I had, but the part broke off of it, and just a regular ad promoting Fleetwood Mac and Rolling Stones. Be sure to catch K-Fox at these great classic rock shows this fall. This is my area, so that was really cool to have it from there, because that's from the Shoreline. So that's when I would have seen the band, which is a story. Yeah. Can't wait to show you guys that one. Again, more articles, like I said, just so many articles, so many full page and long articles in so many newspapers. You saw the magazines. I think there was a pretty plentiful amount of magazines that I had. Well, maybe not from 1997 per se, but just there was a lot about them in the media. There just, again, weren't a lot of photos. And this one was from Boston Globe. 14 years apart, legendary band reunited. Oh, that was cool. 14 years apart. Okay. Okay, yeah, I guess so. On the back here, we have an article from Star Watch, which I'm not sure where that is from. September 3rd to the 9th, 1997. Not sure if this is a show review. No. And then this was a really cool, this is the article here. And then this picture was taken. It was just some collage that a record store had. I don't remember where it was, but it's something, I just thought it was cool. Another article from New Times, which I'm not sure where that is. The New Times, October 16th through the 22nd, 1997. Mac Daddies. And let me tell you what, when I talked about 1994 and such like that, and them being favorable or not, when they talked to the band or to Stevie instead of about them, all these articles were both, and they were all favorable. I mean, there's a couple snide remarks and stuff like that, but Stevie was fit. And I'm not saying that because I give a rat's ass. It's just that seems to be what mattered to them. Christine was back, Lindsay was back, the whole band was back together, the Rumors Five. And what with the kind of greatest hits or the kind of nostalgia of, because I guess, teenagers or young adults, 20s, would have been in their 40s. So I guess that's midlife. I don't know, 40s, 50s. I don't know. I'm just saying. There's just so many articles, and like I said, they were just really favorable. It was just really a kind of a time also in 1997 because again, we're getting the rise, the CDs in full swing, downloading and streaming. We had LimeWire and the other one where people were downloading music and such, and you know I don't really know what kind of genre we were in by the 1997. We'd fully gone through Kurt Cobain and Hole and all that kind of grunge sound, and we were kind of getting into early, I don't know, like Blink 182 maybe, and no, not Paramore, they were later. But you know what I mean? Just it was a different time for music. And so then for kind of the dinosaurs, as they'd be called often, they are referred to that often, in that time was just kind of, nostalgic for a lot of people, but also just started a bunch of brand new fans, obviously. And that Silver Springs, it's so funny because it was big then, but it's all over the internet constantly. TikTok, YouTube, all over the place where people are talking about, the Silver Springs between Stevie and Lindsay on the dance tour. I mean, it is something. It is something else. A review from Billboard, August 16th, 1997, about the dance. And then a unique little magazine that would come out, if anybody's from the Bay Area, they remember K-Fog, which was a fantastic station, a classic rock station that was in the Bay Area for many, many years. And I believe it's gone now, if I'm not mistaken. And so this was their little magazine called Tracks from November of 97, and it had a little article with Mick Fleetwood here about the dance. Kind of a rare little thing because only if you were a signed up member with KFOG, and I wasn't ever, and a friend of mine was, and she couldn't wait to give me this. I remember her being so excited to show me she had this little novelty on Fleetwood Mac. So kind of hard to come by this little piece here. A full page ad from my neck of the woods, from Shoreline for the October 14th concert, which we will get into more detail next video. Oh, you guys won't believe it when I tell you. But, that was just a go-to. That was something that had to be had when I got it out of the magazine. I'm sure that was up somewhere in my house for a period of time. I'm sure of it. We are kind of getting into some pictures. I mean, this was kind of cool. And this, see what I'm saying? This kind of looks like a little promo photo too, like a little press kit photo. This was a great shot. Again, I'd love to see more of these. Beautiful of Stevie. Chris kind of had the Hillary Clinton cut going. Not my favorite. She's so dang beautiful, but I like her with a little bit longer hair. And then this is just a photograph I got. It was funny. It's like a real photo of the out. I mean, I'm sure it's a reproduction, don't get me wrong, but it was just something like I bought it at a store. It was like but it's like a photograph. A pass that was, I don't remember how I got that, probably off eBay. And then just lots of little pieces, little Fleetwood Mac reunion, Oasis opens. I mean, yeah, kind of, so not grunge, but who do we have at the time? We had Fleetwood Mac was big, Oasis, Puff Daddy. How's that working out for him right now? And Fleetwood Mac's The Dance. Oasis is one of the few English bands to find recent success across the Atlantic, overshadowed only by Bush, which is a relative unknown back home. So that's who Fleetwood Mac was competing with in 1997 was Oasis and Puff Daddy. Yet a review of Fleetwood Mac's performance at Star Lake Amphitheater in Pittsburgh, September 24th. And then I believe it's this picture that's inside the Rolling Stone magazine. And see how Chris's hair looks longer there? I don't know where it's happening here. Maybe it's just blown out, but it looks totally different. because John and Lindsay are dressed in damn near the same thing. Chris looks wonderful there. I'm not, disrespecting her. I'm still a great photo, but just definitely love the hair like that on Chris. Yeah, this one not used too much, but again, we'd see this everywhere. I mean, obviously here, and then the live photos. And then this one is just really a big hodgepodge of stuff. This has the, let's see where this is from. Mercury News. I want to say that's from the Bay Area, possibly. Maybe it was in, no, I'm not sure. Oh, San Jose Mercury. Yeah, Bay Area. So this would have been their show from the 16th. So this would have been the second show. They were in at the Shoreline the 14th and the 15th of October. Don't know that that's a shot from the night. Could be, but I don't think so. I think that's another shot from the video. Then again, if you're with me and you're old enough and you've been collecting like I have, who doesn't remember getting the old-fashioned TV guide? Huh? Do they even still make those anymore? But this was big, you know what, because this full page ad, because that's how big the TV guide was, but this ad was in there and that was a big deal. And then there's like probably 15 clippings here. Maybe they're not right here, but I swear to God, even if there's like this little tiny excerpt in TV guide, I would cut it out for when they were showing it. Yeah, I did that. Yeah. Another nice little, that just looks like maybe a little backstage photo. And this article I want to say is from, I think, Rolling Stone, I'm pretty sure. Checking in with Fleetwood Mac, and it's all this here and comes down here. And then just little pieces, little odds and ends about the shows. Or more, I'm sorry, probably more about the main one, the one on video. And then lastly, for this episode, this was a photo of a awards thing that somebody had at a record store that I was at. I'm not sure that it was the real deal. I can't even read it, but it was like a plaque of being certified. And then this was a full page ad on the back of a free magazine from one of the record stores, which was kind of cool. Fleetwood Mac in concert, 3 stars. Oh, Fleetwood Mac, the show, the one for PBS got 3 stars. Okay. And then this little bit was a piece on Smashing Pumpkins because of their cover of Landslide at the time. But Smashing Pumpkins also only got 3 stars. That's harsh. Smashing Pumpkins at the time were the critics' darlings, I thought. So I'm surprised to see that. So there you have it for the second episode, and we're definitely wrapping up the dance in the next episode. So hope you enjoyed it. I just feel kind of weird because, like I said, it's lots of articles, but hope you enjoyed it. And if you're a fan of this era, or there are certain things that you have, or more pictures or outtakes, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. So we'll see you next time. Again, we'll wrap up with part 3, volume 15 of the dance next episode. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Bye.